Hello, welcome to Monday and my existential crisis, part 7652. Today is, I don't know what week it is in the year 2021 in this dimension on this timeline. Lots going on. Did a whole rant last night on Snapchats that I didn't post. Interestingly enough, on Facebook, when I open up Facebook, it says your memories on Facebook. My memory for today from 2012 says, is something like a quote I did, I guess, from some kind of tarot reading. And it's hilariously, accurate for today. And I'm just thinking to myself, shit, it's eclipse season, right? So, okay, it's Monday. What was I saying? It's eclipse season. I'm all over the place. Mercury's going to be going retrograde, whatever. The planets, everything's fucking aligned and transitioning and moving. And I'm just getting fed up with being the scapegoat. And I have, clearly anger issues with my, I'm just really angry. The more that I learn about everything that I've experienced, the more upset it gets me. And I don't think it's even getting me upset to find out all of these things about everything. It's my family and how I grew up and things that are still happening that trigger me. I believe that this is anger that's been there that I just never dealt with, that I'm now uncovering in the process of fucking healing. So anyway, it's good. And you know what? Anger is your friend. I learned today in my aha moment that anger is my friend. I'm not violence. No, no, I've never been violent. But being angry and upset are signals to you. What did I read? What was the quote? Somebody said, my therapist said about anger. It's been going. This quote is, I find it every now and then on Instagram. Oh yeah, I want to share something my therapist said. Here it is. Your anger is the part of you that knows your mistreatment and abuse are unacceptable. Your anger knows you deserve to be treated well and with kindness. Your anger is a part of you that loves you. Okay? I have been told all of my life that my anger towards my family is wrong. My anger, not towards my family, but yeah, I was thinking all along, why, if I'm angry at my family, and anger is that part of me that is protecting me and saying to me, hey, this isn't okay. If that's what the angry response is, this is not okay. Then all this time that I've been told that it's not right to be angry and that anger is dangerous and you shouldn't be angry, I've been holding in this anger because I'm not allowed to process it or feel it because I was shamed for being angry with people that were mistreating me. Well, what's happened is that I'm peeling back the layers and healing myself and learning more and empowering myself with knowledge and tools and learning and getting even more information, and it is triggering things, which is good, because when things are triggered, then you can fucking heal it. But as I learn, then more things come up that I didn't even know, and I'm angry, and I'm uncovering many years worth of anger that I was not allowed to feel. And like I said, existential crisis, part 7652, whatever. I think this is healthy. I'm not going to push away my anger. I have every right to be angry. I'm not saying I have every right to be mean or cruel or unkind or anything anything like that. I'm just saying that I have every right to feel angry. And I'm going to feel my anger. Because my anger needs to be dealt with. And it doesn't even, it's my friend. And that's part of my shadow. My shadow is the part of the thing that I haven't healed yet, is this big angry. And it's there. And I'm acknowledging it. And it is strong. And it is been held inside of me for so long. And I'm just ready to let it go now. I'm ready to deal with it and feel it and then process and integrate and learn from it and let it be my friend. My family scapegoats me, and I'm just tired of being scapegoated by my family. Last night I ranted off a whole bunch of different examples, but today I didn't post those, and I'm not gonna put up any examples. Just suffice it to say, I am the black sheep, I am the scapegoat, but since my mother and sister can't really physically do a lot of things, it falls on my shoulders to do everything, and sometimes I can't do things. Sometimes I'm mentally taxed and just can't do anything. Sometimes I don't like to be doing lifting or doing heavy kinds of things when I'm having an anxiety attack, because I'll lose focus and I could get hurt. You know what I mean? Especially carrying heavy stuff up into the attic. I want peace in my life, and the peace comes from extricating myself from this environment and not having to depend on anybody. My memories on Facebook. You are alarmed by something. Something is scaring you. Nevertheless, it's only the end of a cycle that's being presented to you and not a dead end. You're in a transitional period of your life, and the unknown frightens you. More specifically, during this transformation, no unfavorable outcomes are anticipated. You must let yourself be carried by the wave. Don't try to struggle against the current. This wave will carry you to a new world, which will bring you new challenges, but also a new prosperity. Of course, some people are going to have to put up with the change taking place. In your life, but you must continue on your own path and not that of others. Don't be afraid for your future, as fate still holds a breath of fresh air and some exoticism for you, which you need to continue to be happy. Your life must be renewed, and it will be. I just want to say, tell me that isn't fucking weird, alright? I know I posted this 2012. It's a part of a tarot reading, I guess, that I got because I put a link here. But shit, that was the first, literally, okay? First thing. On my Facebook. It's eclipse season. There's a full lunar eclipse happening on May 26th. The moon is going to be in Sagittarius. My rising sign is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is part of my grand fire trine. It's a big one for me in the way of transformation. All of this anger has got to go. Like, I can't carry it anymore, and I have to deal with it. And you can't just think it away. It needs to be felt. Today, I just had this whole aha moment about it, where I had an aha moment about how anger is my friend. And I thought to myself, wow, everybody in this family has been telling me for a very long time about how my anger towards them is wrong. And I'm thinking to myself, and I'm, and of course they would think it's wrong. Because they don't see any problem with how they are and how they treat me. So I must be the problem. Because there's no connect in their actions and how it affects me, and their words and how they treat me and how it affects me. There's no connection there. I feel like there isn't one where people can actually understand when they're hurtful. Because I've said numerous times what my no's are, and what hurts me and what bothers me and what is frustrating for me, and no matter how many times I say that, it keeps happening. And then when I get upset, the problem isn't what was done. It's my anger about what was done, my upsetment about what was done. And I just feel like people in my family just want to, they will talk to me and treat me however way they want to. And it's almost like they don't even acknowledge that I'm a person with feelings and that they could hurt me. And I don't even think that they think about if they hurt me. I don't think that they see any problem with anything that they do. And that I'm always I'm the scapegoat that's always wrong and they're always right. And that's not right. Sometimes I'm wrong, and sometimes they're wrong, and sometimes I'm right, and sometimes they're right. That's normal. Me being angry at the way that my family was treating me, and they're telling me that my anger is wrong, and I'm sitting there angry and upset because of the way I was treated. If I look at it like that way, like anger is your friend, yeah, my anger in that moment was standing up for myself. And I'm allowed to stand up for myself, and I'm allowed to be angry. I'm allowed to be angry. Everybody's allowed. Anger is anger can be very cathartic. In the way that when you can embrace it and work with it and understand that it's an emotion that helps you to... I kind of see anger as like a rocket. It moves stuff real fast. It moves energy real fast. It's not even like a rocket. It's like a burst of steam that just moves all the atoms. It discombobulates everything and it just wants to move things. It wants to break through. It's like the catalyst for the hurt to burst forth from, so it can be healed. Or it's a motivator to take better care of yourself. How would we even know how to have healthy boundaries if we weren't ever mistreated and then angered, and how would we even have discernment to know what boundaries we need if we didn't experience anger? And I've just been told all my life. Well, I watch everybody around me, and the thing is that part of this thing that I'm realizing is I've watched from the time I was born. I mean, I can only remember back so far, but from my earliest memories, I have seen everybody in this family argue with each other on my father's side and all of that. My father and my mother fucking arguing, and like, really, look, to my mother fighting with her family. I've watched them all fight together and fight with each other, but I was told that my anger towards them was wrong. So why wasn't their anger wrong then? Why is it just my anger is wrong, but their anger is justified, or they're allowed to be angry with each other, but I'm not allowed to be upset at anything that anybody does to me, or be upset with anything, or I've been told all of my life by my family that I don't understand how I'm saying things, that I don't realize, policed and undermined it, and made to believe that I can't understand my own, how I'm saying things. Made to question myself and question how I'm saying things or how I'm responding. I have also been told plenty of times by Jimmy and my family how my perception is off. I'm not perceiving things correctly. That's my perception. Oh, that's your perception of it. As if it's my perception of it. So it's not, my perception's wrong. So what I'm saying is happening is not really happening. That's how they're justifying how they're treating me by saying that. So it's not, my perception's wrong. So what I'm saying is happening is not really happening. That's how they're justifying how they're treating me by saying that it's not really happening the way that I'm feeling it or seeing it. It's fucking gaslighting. I have been gaslit by my family and my ex-boyfriend for so fucking long. And now that I'm coming through the end of this fucking tunnel as a 44-year-old woman who has walked through certain fucking hell and is so like Energizer Bunny, just keep going so I can fucking find peace. I just, just heal. It's not even heal, just like, and I think part of healing is not just like, oh, like a cut, like it heals and you're like, oh, okay, now there's a scar there. I mean, emotional healing is like you do that, you heal by doing stuff that brings you fucking joy and makes your heart sing. That's how you heal your heart, right? That's how the heart is healed by joy. Anyway, as a 44-year-old woman coming through the other end of this, there is a lot of anger that's coming up, and I want to tell people no, and I have been, and they don't like it, and then they tell me I'm a problem. Well, I'm allowed to say no. My mother needs me to do something, I'm allowed to say no to that. I'm allowed to say no and not give an explanation. I'm just allowed to say no. People don't like me having boundaries, and I'm not backing down anymore. That's the thing here that nobody's used to. People are used to me being upset about stuff or saying that's not right, but they're not used to me having boundaries. In fact, they're used to me maybe saying, oh, this is not right, this is my boundary, or you're violating a boundary or whatever. They're not used to me sticking to it. They're used to pushing against my boundaries and me taking a step back and taking a step back until they just get their way anyway, and I said no. That's not how. I'm not going to be manipulated anymore, okay? I'm not going to take on anybody's stuff, and I'm not going to be manipulated. I'm not treated nice by my family, okay? There, I said it. They don't treat me nice. They're unkind to me. They've been unkind to me for a long time.